In this video, we will learn about few terminologies related to the skin organ. Now, first terminology is keratinization. So, keratin is a protein. The deposition of keratin in a cell is known as keratinization. The keratin accumulation will be maximum where exposure to friction is maximum. Now, keratin is important because it is impervious to water and it makes the skin waterproof and germ-proof as well. Now, if we see the structure which show the accumulation of keratin, it includes nails, hair, horns, hooves and silk. These are all formed of keratin. Next, we will see skin color in different human races. Now, the pigment present in the skin which gives the characteristic color is known as melanin. And the amount of melanin will vary from different human races, giving them different skin color. Now, human races living in tropical region are exposed to excessive sunlight. So, more the sunlight, so there will be intense sun rays for which our skin should be equipped to protect itself. Now, for the protection purpose, they have large amount of melanin which is produced and melanophores, that is the cells which are present, melanocytes. So, the number of melanocytes is high, plus each melanocyte will produce more amount of melanin. So, these melanocytes are found in malpighian layer of the epidermis and therefore they will have the darkest skin color. So, human races which live in India and nearby subcontinents away from equators have comparatively less pigment. Now, if we move further away from the equator, so human races which live in cold regions have much less melanophores and consequently lighter skin or very little pigmentation. So, how do we synthesize melanin? Is we synthesize it from an amino acid known as phenylalanine, and its synthesis depends on the enzyme known as tyrosinase. Now, if we are exposed to sunlight, sometimes we call the skin has become tan. So, the tanning of skin is resultant from an increased production of melanin. So, this is a response to a stimulus, that is prolonged exposure to bright light. More the exposure to sunlight, more the melanin pigment production. Now, if we see the abnormal conditions related to skin pigmentation, one is albinism. Albinism is a hereditary disorder which is characterized by complete absence of pigment, that is melanin. So, if we observe such people, the hair, eyebrows and even the iris of the eyes of such person are without the pigment and appear golden in color. So, their skin appears pinkish because of the underlying blood capillaries which are carrying hemoglobin pigment. Now, albinism develops in a person having both genes that are albino in nature. So, albino will not be expressed if only one albino gene is present in an individual. In case if both the parents are albino, their offsprings will also be albino. Now, albinos cannot withstand sunlight. Their skin is sensitive to UV rays and more susceptible to skin cancer. Second abnormal condition is leukoderma, which develops due to loss of pigmentation from the skin. So, initially they will have the pigment melanin, but eventually over the period of time they can lose it and it will form white patches of large and small size which appears in different parts of the body. I hope it is clear to you. Thank you.